I'm in Tokyo right now. I'm so excited to be here. This is a country that's on pretty much every traveler's wish list, and so many people have been going here in the last couple of years, and I'm finally here. This is my first time, so I'm going to do a lot of fun touristy things, and I'm going to eat a lot of amazing food and do a lot of shopping, so come along with me. I'm going to have my first meal in Japan. Before sitting down, we order and pay on this touchscreen. Then we fill out our ramen ingredient preferences and noodle doneness on a paper form, which we will give to the staff. I'm at Ichiran for my first meal in Tokyo. And I've been to Ichiran before in New York. It is a global chain. It is quite good, so I wanted to try the one here. This particular location is open 24/7. They are famous for these isolated booths where you can enjoy your meal alone in peace. And they just bring you the food through the window after you order it at a kiosk. No ramen is complete without an egg. You get a perfectly cooked egg here, but you have to peel it yourself. The broth is so flavorful and rich. It's so umami, it's salty. I picked the spice level 3, so it has a little kick, but not too much, just the perfect amount. And you can see the egg is cooked perfectly. It is jammy. It's just the perfect consistency. The meat is not super tender. It's got some texture to it. Very, very tasty. Okay, things are getting real. I'm gonna tie up my hair. This is so good. I think the only thing I want to change next time for my order is to get extra green onions. Look at that jammy egg. Take a scoop of broth and then put the egg in it and just down this whole spoon. It's so satisfying. It warms you from the inside out. I can't stop drinking the broth, even though I don't have any noodles left. I kind of wish I got extra noodles, but I don't know. I'm actually quite full. Japanese convenience store, or also known as konbini, like 7-Eleven, is a food lover's dream. Maybe it's not a big deal to people living in Japan, but as a visitor, it's amazing. We went to one every single day, at least once, if not twice. Just a little spoon. This is almond tofu.
How is it?
I like that.
It's very almond.
It's not too sweet. It has a very strong almond extract taste, but I like that. But it's not too sweet, and it just like melts in your mouth. All right. Chili oil shrimp cracker. It's not spicy. It is shrimpy. The chili is more of a sweet chili flavor. I also bought this thing. This is a classic. I eat this growing up. I don't have to try it if, you know, they don't change the formula. I love this. I'm gonna try the world famous Japanese convenience store egg sandwich for the first time. So this one comes from 7-Eleven. I know there are other ones from different convenience stores. Here it goes. Taking more bites out of his sandwich. It is very good. The yellows of the egg and all the ingredients kind of becomes a paste with little tiny chunks of egg whites. It is very easy to eat and it is very fluffy and light. We are heading to Sensō-ji today. There is a Buddhist temple and the area also has a lot of food stalls and shopping stalls. This is mochi, which is rice cake, and it is dusted with, I believe, roasted soybean powder and maybe some sugar. It's warm. Eating fresh rice cake, it's so different from all the other rice cakes I've had. It is a lot softer. And the sweet hot sake, it kind of reminds me of like a liquid rice pudding. I don't know what this is. It is very beautiful in color, so I'm just gonna grab one. They look like jewels. Okay. This is red bean paste. They made it into a ball and then cover it with some kind of gelatin. So that's why it's so shiny and pretty. I'm gonna assume the other ones are beans as well. Are they beans? Different kinds of beans in different color, but this one's definitely red bean. We also got dorayaki, which is these pancake sandwiches. Usually the ones I've eaten are red beans in the middle, but this one is special because it is sweet potato and I've never had it like that before. But I wonder if it's sweet potato mixed with beans or just straight up sweet potato. This is what it looks like. It's just sweet potato. To be honest, my favorite part of this is always just the pancakes. Yum. Blocking people's views here. Oh my goodness, so many cameras. Here you can pay 100 yen to get your fortune. You shake out a stick from this container and it has a number on it. Then you go to the corresponding drawer to get your fortune. Unfortunately, it was a bad one, so we had to go tie the piece of paper on this rack to get rid of the bad fortune. This is takoyaki. I love takoyaki. It is a batter with a piece of octopus inside, and then they top it with some dried fish, mayo, and a sweet and sour sauce, and some ginger. Typically quite hot in the center because it's freshly made. I cannot one bite this. It is so hot. So good because it's freshly made. Crispy on the outside, it has this really thin layer of crisp. We are about to have a heaping pile of seafood for lunch. I'm so excited. Ultimately, this is a big reason to come to Japan because I love fish. Look at that. There's a specific order to eating this. So we first break up the pile of seafood. And then you pour the soy sauce with wasabi over it. I'll just do a little bit first and see how I feel. So we're not supposed to finish the whole bowl. We're supposed to only finish about 2/3 of it. What's left over with the rice is they're gonna pour broth on it. And the broth is sea-bream broth. I'm not even done with my food, but I feel like I can eat like 2 bowls of this. Oh, it's so good. Let me try the sea urchin. That's amazing. This is so good. It is salty, briny, full of umami, and the rice is cooked perfectly. You can see individual grains, and then you get different texture because some of the fish is in chunks and the crab is shredded. You also have the popping salmon roll. No, it's a party in my mouth. So this is the second course with the sea-bream broth. So I'm gonna try the broth first. It's like the ocean. It's like you're tasting the ocean. Sashimi.
Put it all in the bowl.
Yeah, we're gonna put it in the bowl, but I just want to try this by itself. This is a sesame sauce. There's no fishy smell at all here. It's just very fresh and firm. It has a bite to it. This makes me so happy. We're at Akihabara. It is a district with a lot of shopping focused on anime and electronics. For me, this area is very exhausting because there is so much stimuli. Actually, that is the case for a lot of neighborhoods in Tokyo. I was enveloped by people, racks and racks of products and merchandise, screens and speakers all playing at the same time, battling for attention. It was a lot. For our next meal, we are going to a sushi place, and it's a omakase, so it's a bit more of the fine dining type of place. This meal was amazing. There is definitely a difference between higher-end sushi versus a normal everyday sushi place. The preparation and the variety of seafood are different. For example, we had mantis shrimp, which didn't look very good because it's gray, but it was delicious. We also had real wasabi root. It's less harsh than the horseradish thing that's dyed green. Now, I can't talk about sushi without talking about the rice. Sushi rice has a particular shape. It is short and round and should have a nice chew if cooked well. I was able to feel each grain of rice on these nigiri, and the vinegar and sugar that was mixed in was calibrated perfectly. It didn't overpower the clean taste of the fish. I got another 7-Eleven sandwich, and this one is a ham, cheese, and lettuce sandwich. First impression is that the lettuce still looks fresh and crispy as if it's made to order, but it's a pre-packaged sandwich. There you go, on fluffy bread. And it looks like there's some mayo sauce on it. Did you hear that? That was the crunch of the lettuce. I actually got the sandwich this morning, so then that means they made it a while ago. And the lettuce is still crispy. This is a pretty cheap sandwich. It's not much to it, but it is very satisfying. I love it. I love these 7-Eleven sandwiches. They're so good. The Tokyo Tower looks kind of like the Eiffel Tower, and they even have a crepe place downstairs. We're gonna go get tickets to go up the tower. I'm so tired. I didn't sleep well last night. Probably slept like an hour or two. That's it. So jet lagged. Now that I've been in Tokyo for a day and a half, my first impression is that I'm so overwhelmed by the food options here. There are so many restaurants, one after the other, stacked on top of each other. Just a lot of food available everywhere, all times of the day. I don't have enough meals to eat all the food that I want. Even the convenience store food is so delicious, and I wish I can try out everything, all the snacks, all the drinks, so many different types of prepared food. Nope.
3rd floor, publisher shop, VR games red tower and counter are located at this floor. The souvenir shop, food court, bus stop and taxi stand on the 2nd floor. Please enjoy.
This is the most beautiful cheesecake I've ever seen, but I'm not going to eat this. That's flour. All right, I'm going in. Oh wait, no, there's another vegetation on here too. Let me get rid of that. Very well cooked. I mean, you can visually see it's creamy in the center. That's what you want in a basque cheesecake. What are you doing? What?
Making the shop more pleasing.
Okay.
Why did they put a kiwi?
So
Why is there kiwi fruit?
Well, there is also blueberry, half a blueberry. I ate the other half. You just need a little bit of fruit to make it healthy. I'm gonna try the chocolate. I'm sure it just tastes like chocolate. Snappy. We went to teamlab Borderless. It is an art exhibition that is immersive and interactive. It was up to us to explore the space and find different rooms with their own theme. It's not just digital art projected onto walls. The artists design and build things into the room, like these physical moving objects that reminded me of the memories in the movie Inside Out. In this room, the attendees can contribute to the art. All the fish are drawn by attendees and uploaded. The fish doesn't like being touched. It's so cute. They swim away when you touch them. They don't want to be touched? This is the matcha soda. We're at another global chain. What can I say? We are tourists. It is a restaurant that specializes in deep fried beef,
I guess it's
or
originally
deep fried
from
steak.
Kyoto.
So how it works is we take a piece of steak and then we put it on this mini grill to finish it off. Popped my egg with soy sauce, mix it around. Okay, I think my steak is ready. I feel like soy sauce and egg combo is so good. I really like that. I got the sirloin, and it's not the Wagyu one, so it's less fatty, but it is still super tender. And I love the crust. It gives it a bit of a texture and crunch. This is a genius idea to coat steak in panko. The crowd in the Pokemon store was insane, and the line to the cash register was so long that they had an employee with a flag to show where the end of the line was. So I ended up not getting anything because it was just not worth the wait. We went to a restaurant that specializes in yakitori, which is chicken on skewers. We got their multi-course menu. It was such a wonderful meal. It was so much more than just skewers. I loved every course except for the chicken skin skewer. I do enjoy chicken skin when eaten with the chicken, but something about just the skin, it was not my cup of tea, but everyone else loved it and was more than happy to take my skewer. When in Japan, you must try their national dish, the curry rice. I got mine with chicken katsu and a poached egg. I love how this restaurant serves the sauce on the side so the fried chicken doesn't get soggy. I devoured it. It was such a warm and comforting meal. The katsu sauce. On our last night in Tokyo, we went to a cocktail bar in Ginza that specializes in tea cocktails, which is quite unique. I got the 3 cocktail menu. I started with a sencha gin tonic, then this one with the pretty leaf is a grape and tea cocktail. The last one is a jasmine tea tail. They were all very good, but my favorite has to be the last one. That's it for my time in Tokyo. I have details of the places I went to in the description box. I'll have more vlogs for the rest of my Japan trip, so please subscribe if you haven't yet.